Yeah, yeah. I hope everyone who's listening and watching right now is taking this in, because I think what you're painting is a very transparent, honest picture of our minds.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I can relate to what you're saying. So I can relate to times in my life where I've been so about winning and success and numbers or whatever it may have been. And I know I'm not even becoming the person I want to be
Absolutely.
in that process, and I don't even like myself. But because you're choosing to like yourself because of what you're achieving, you're finding a new way to like yourself, but not over who you really are. And so I just hope everyone who's listening and watching, you know, when you speak sometimes, Will, it's so extreme because you've got so close to that emotion that sometimes people can think, oh no, that's a bit extreme, I'm a bit more balanced. But really, we all have that kind of, does that make sense? Like, we all have a bit of that extreme instinct inside of us in some area of our life. And it's sometimes a delusion to feel, oh, I'm actually balanced. Like, we sometimes listen and go, oh yeah, no, that's him.
Oh,
like,
that's him. His father was military.
I'm balanced, you know? And we always feel we're balanced.
Yes, exactly. I felt like I was balanced. I felt like I was balanced.
We always feel like we're on that, as the Buddha would say, as we talked about, the middle path. Like, we always feel we're on the middle path and everyone's lost.
I know,
And everyone else is confused. Oh my gosh, that celebrity's confused, or that person's on the wrong path. I'm okay. But, you know, I really hope as you're listening to this, everyone, that put yourself in those shoes, put yourself in that mindset. It's a healthy activity to do.
And you can learn something from the extremes also, right? And when you look at the athletes, right? There's a certain extreme mindset that I was gonna say you have to take on. I don't know that you have to take it on. What I do know is that in this society, we worship that mindset that, you know, it's can you become Michael Jordan without that mindset? You know, and that is a really powerful, difficult question. It's like most people can't sustain the mindset. That, you know, fortunately, because it can be so destructive, but most people can't sustain that level of discipline to manifest the things that they want in their life. And there's a poisonous edge to that kind of discipline. And I've been to the edge of that kind of material world discipline in my mind. And I can tell you, you can have a whole lot of stuff and be miserable out there on that edge. And I found a much more comfortable and productive space in my life. And you still need that discipline. But it's like when you use that kind of power to achieve things, it's like there's a brutal reckoning. There's a brutal reckoning at the end of that.
But the amazing thing about you is you've been on that path in that direction. I think people sometimes see these flips where they're like, oh yeah, now that you are rich and successful and famous, now you're going this way. But actually, from our conversations and how you've shared with the family, or even when we've worked with some of the friends in your life, it's like, this has actually been a long process. This isn't just 10, 12 months. This isn't just a couple of years. This has planted a seed from your grandmother through your whole life to always be reminded of it, to study spiritual paths, world religions, to study philosophies. Like, this is just a long process.